Protecting our children. The overlooked danger of cell phone radiation. You know, there's this old adage about the frog in boiling water. If you toss a frog into a pot of boiling water, it jumps out faster than you can say, "What's for dinner?" But put that same frog in a pot of cool water and slowly turn up the heat, and it'll stay there blissfully unaware until it's too late. This, my friends, is exactly what we're doing with our children and cell phone radiation. We're the frog. Our kids are the frog. The water? Well, that's the constant bath of electromagnetic radiation from these ubiquitous gadgets. And the heat? That's the slow but steady rise in our exposure to RF radiation, especially dangerous for our children, who are marketed these devices without so much as a second thought for their safety. Now, I get it. Protecting our kids from harmful content is commendable. Kudos to Gabb for giving us a phone that restricts social media, open web browsers, and high-risk apps. But hold on a second. What about protecting their physical health? We're so busy patting ourselves on the back for shielding their minds from the internet's dark alleyways that we forget to protect their bodies from the very devices we're handing them. Let's talk about the Gabb Phone 3 Pro, marketed as a safer alternative for teens. It's essentially a Samsung Galaxy A13, tweaked with Gabb's software to keep the digital wolves at bay. Sounds great, right? Except this little gizmo is operating just 0.2 of a watt shy of the legal limit for radiation emission when used as a hotspot. 0.2 of a watt. That's like being grateful the car only missed the pedestrian by an inch. Still dangerous, folks. Here's the kicker. There's a mountain of research indicating that cell phone-level electromagnetic radiation poses significant health risks. We're talking major studies here. Interphone study, Hardell Group studies, Serenat study, U.S. National Toxicology Program, NTP, Ramazzini Institute study, Reflex Project, Bioinitiative report, and the diligent work of researchers like Dr. Henry Lai. These aren't fringe studies. They're substantial bodies of work collectively pointing towards an increased health risk from the radiation these phones emit. But no, the saga doesn't end there. Recent advancements in RF radiation research have flipped the script, showing biological interactions that go way beyond the old "it only heats tissue" narrative. Take the FDA-approved Therabionic treatment, for example. This isn't some back-alley snake oil. It's a legitimate treatment using RF radiation at power levels up to 1,000 times lower than your kid's cell phone to treat inoperable liver cancer. How? Through non-thermal interactions at the cellular level, resonance effects, disruption of cellular signaling, and potential modulation of the immune system. All of this debunks the outdated belief that non-ionizing radiation is harmless unless it heats you up like a microwave burrito. So why are we letting our kids play with these devices like they're harmless toys? It's like giving them a chainsaw with a colorful safety cover and thinking they're safe as long as they don't access high-risk apps. We need to wake up and realize that shielding their eyes from inappropriate content is only part of the battle. We must also protect their growing bodies from radiation exposure. The health risks, why children are more vulnerable. Cell phones emit radio frequency, or RF radiation, which has raised health concerns globally. Studies suggest that children are more susceptible to the harmful effects of RF radiation due to several factors: thinner skulls and developing tissues. Children's skulls are thinner, and their tissues are more absorbent, leading to higher radiation absorption. Longer lifetime exposure. Starting to use cell phones at a younger age means a longer cumulative exposure over a lifetime. Developing nervous systems. Children's nervous systems are still developing, making them more vulnerable to potential damage from RF radiation. Recent studies, including those by the National Toxicology Program and the Ramazzini Institute, have shown links between RF radiation and cancer, particularly brain and heart tumors. These studies have heightened concerns about the long-term effects of cell phone radiation on children. The FCC's outdated guidelines. Current FCC guidelines for specific absorption rate, or SAR testing, are based on standards set in 1996, which simulate radiation exposure on a 200-pound man's head. These guidelines do not account for the different anatomical structures and vulnerabilities of children. Despite a recent lawsuit highlighting these inadequacies, the guidelines remain unchanged, failing to offer appropriate safety measures for younger users. Why the RF-safe QuantaCase is a no-brainer for the Gabb Phone 3 Pro. The RF-safe QuantaCase is designed to reduce exposure to RF radiation, offering an essential layer of protection for your children using the Gabb Phone 3 Pro. Here's why it's a must-have advanced radiation shielding. The QuantaCase uses RF safe registered trademark radiation shielding technology to reflect harmful electromagnetic radiation away from the user, providing top-of-the-line protection without compromising phone functionality. Non-detachable design ensures consistent protection and eliminates the potential for metal loops or magnets to interfere with the phone's electrical fields, increasing RF radiation exposure. If the physics says a phone case shouldn't have metal loops and detachable magnets because the phone's software responds by increasing power when obstructed, then it shouldn't have them. The design of QuantaCase is guided by what is harmful or not by what sells best. At RF Safe, we stick to the laws of physics, even if it limits our appeal because we refuse to compromise your safety. Lightweight and stylish. The QuantaCase is designed to be both effective and aesthetically pleasing, making it easy for teens to use and carry without bulk. Conclusion. As parents, protecting our children from potential health risks is a top priority. The Gabb Phone 3 Pro offers a balanced approach to connectivity and safety, but the addition of an RF-safe QuantaCase provides an extra layer of protection against RF radiation. Given the heightened vulnerability of children to radiation exposure and the outdated FCC guidelines, using a QuantaCase for your child's phone is a sensible and proactive measure to ensure their well-being. Equip your child's Gabb Phone 3 Pro with an RF-safe QuantaCase today and take a significant step toward reducing their exposure to potentially harmful radiation. Protect their health and give yourself peace of mind, knowing you've taken the necessary steps to safeguard their future.